Running 26.2 miles is free. You just go outside and do it. Yet somehow, the average marathon costs its participants north of $2,000 once you factor in the shoes, the GPS watch, the entry fee, the hotel, the foam roller shaped like a medieval torture device, and the post-race brunch where they'll hold the table hostage for 90 minutes, describing every single mile. The marathon industrial complex is thriving, and the product it sells is personality. Somewhere along the way, finishing a marathon stopped being an athletic achievement and became a character trait. You can spot these people in the wild. They wear the finisher shirt to the grocery store on a Tuesday. Their water bottle has a sticker that says 26.2. Their Subaru has the same sticker, but bigger, right next to the one for their dog's Instagram account. They've replaced their entire identity with a distance measurement, and they are desperate to tell you about it. The conversation always starts the same way. Someone at brunch mentions they're tired. The marathoner's eyes light up. This is their moment. Within seconds, you'll hear the phrase, "my pace," and from that point forward, the next 12 minutes of your life are gone. You'll learn about their splits, their negative splits, their cadence, their nutrition strategy at mile 18, the specific brand of energy gel that tastes like strawberry cough syrup and kept them from bonking. You didn't ask what bonking means. They'll explain anyway. And the training. Oh, the training. Marathon training is essentially a second job that pays in blisters and gives you permission to eat an entire box of pasta on a Thursday night. They call it carb loading, which is a sports science term for what the rest of us call dinner. The ritual demands a specific timeline. You eat the pasta, you lay out your outfit the night before like a kindergartner, you pin your bib number to your shirt with the focus of a surgeon. You wake up at 4 in the morning to stand in a corral with 10,000 strangers, all wearing matching garbage bags to stay warm, waiting for a cannon to go off so you can punish your knees for the next 4 hours. The qualifying system deserves its own investigation. Boston is the crown jewel. You can't just sign up for Boston. You have to earn it by running a qualifying time at another marathon, which means you first have to run a marathon just to audition for the privilege of running a different marathon. The qualifying times aren't easy either. For a 35-year-old man, you need to finish in 3 hours and 10 minutes. For context, most people can't sustain a conversation for 3 hours and 10 minutes, let alone a 7-minute mile pace. The people who qualify talk about it the way some people talk about getting into an Ivy League school. The people who miss the cutoff by 30 seconds talk about it more. New York is the Democratic alternative. They use a lottery system, which means your marathon destiny is determined by the same mechanism as a raffle at a church fundraiser. You submit your application, you wait. You either get selected or you don't. And if you don't get in, there's always the charity route, where you raise several $1,000s for an organization in exchange for a guaranteed bib. The charity runners train with the same dedication. They just also have to spend their weekends writing emails to distant relatives asking for $50 donations so they can run through all 5 boroughs in October while spectators hand them orange slices and ring cowbells. The gear culture surrounding marathons has reached levels that would make a Silicon Valley product launch jealous. The GPS watch is the centerpiece. These things track your heart rate, your elevation gain, your ground contact time, your training load, your body battery, and your VO2 max estimate, which is a number that means almost nothing to you, but everything to the person wearing it. They check it during meetings. They check it at dinner. They angle their wrists so you can see the face, hoping you'll ask about it the way someone hopes you'll notice their new haircut. You won't ask. They'll tell you anyway. The watch costs somewhere between $300 and $800, depending on how precisely you'd like to quantify your suffering. Then come the shoes. Marathon shoes now cost $250 and contain carbon fiber plates that supposedly return energy with each stride. The technology is real. The shoes genuinely do improve performance. They also fall apart after about 300 miles, which means serious runners go through multiple pairs per year with the brand loyalty and financial commitment of a subscription service. The closet of a dedicated marathoner looks like a shoe store that only carries one brand in one color, all with identical wear patterns on the left heel. Race day itself is a masterpiece of organized chaos. Thousands of people shuffling through corrals, all wearing the same brand of shorts, all checking their watches simultaneously, all performing the same leg stretches they saw on a YouTube video at 2 in the morning. The starting gun goes off, and the first mile is a traffic jam. Everyone's weaving, everyone's trying to find their pace. The pace, always the pace. It governs everything. Too fast and you'll crash at mile 20. Too slow and you won't hit your qualifying time. Somewhere in the middle is a zone that marathon runners describe with the reverence usually reserved for religious experiences. Mile 20 is where the mythology lives. Runners call it the wall. The body has burned through its stored glycogen and starts sending increasingly aggressive signals that this was a terrible idea. Your legs feel like they're filled with wet cement. Your brain starts negotiating. Just walk for a bit. Just stop at the next water station. Just lie down on this median and accept your fate. The people who push through the wall describe it as transcendent. The people who don't push through the wall describe it as the moment they discovered they could cry and run at the same time. The finish line is where the real performance begins. Every single runner, regardless of their time, has someone positioned with a phone camera to capture the moment they cross. Arms up, mouth open, in a carefully rehearsed expression of triumph and agony. The medal goes around the neck immediately and does not come off for the remainder of the day. Some people wear it to the restaurant afterward. Some people sleep in it. The post-race photo hits social media within the hour, accompanied by a caption that's been drafted in their Notes app since mile 14. It will include their finish time, a reflection on the journey, a thank you to everyone who supported them, and at least one use of the phrase, "If I can do this, you can do anything," which is statistically untrue but emotionally effective. The 26.2 sticker arrives on the car within the week. This is the bumper sticker equivalent of hanging your diploma in the living room. It tells every driver behind you in traffic that the person in this vehicle once ran a very long distance and would like you to know about it in perpetuity. Some people pair it with a 13.1 sticker, which is the half marathon, which is the thing marathon runners mention only to clarify that they've graduated beyond it. The half marathon is the associate's degree of endurance sports, respected but always accompanied by a but. The real question nobody asks is why. Why voluntarily do something that hurts this much, costs this much, and monopolizes this much conversation? The honest answer has nothing to do with fitness. Most marathon runners could achieve the same cardiovascular benefit by running half the distance at a comfortable pace 3 times a week. The marathon exists because it's a measurable, visible, socially recognized form of proving something to yourself. The distance is arbitrary. A Greek messenger allegedly ran it once and then died, which is a detail the marathon community tends to gloss over during their motivational speeches. But underneath all the gear obsession and the bumper stickers and the brunch monologues, there's something quietly real happening. A person decided to do something genuinely hard. They trained for months. They got up early when they didn't want to. They ran in rain and heat and cold. They hit a wall at mile 20 and kept going, and that memory lives in their body now. It changed how they see what they're capable of. The talking about it is annoying, profoundly, relentlessly annoying. But the doing of it is the rare thing in modern life where the reward can't be bought, shortcut, or faked. You either crossed the line or you didn't. So the next time someone at brunch starts telling you about their splits, their cadence, their foam rolling routine, and the specific potassium content of the banana they ate at mile 16, take a breath, nod politely. Let them have it. Then quietly check your phone under the table, because they're only on mile 4 of the story, and you've got 22 more to go.